See, this is how we get down. But we have our guns and we play it off that we're not like, and we make good policemen too, because after we leave boot camp, we want some more of that action, and so we go back and see it's spreading. See, the people next door doing the same thing, and we try to play it off and act like this is a way to teach our new soldiers the best way to handle the big steel. But to tell you the truth about it, we get a thrill out of being close to each other like this. And we just love each other, and we don't like our women, and we're gonna kill them too, because they can reproduce and have nigger babies, and we kind of jealous about that. So we get a lot of bullets, and the little ones is for the women, and the big bullets is for the men. See, now I got my leg on it now. See. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be right on that ass. I said, you know, hurry up, Frank. I'm next. These niggas is off the hill, and we get to rattle with the guns all day, and they get pretty heated out here. And you know, we don't like the sun, but you know, this is just us. We're stupid. Because we all get shot. We're not dumbasses. And the white man makes money off us too. We're just stupid as everybody else. And we all like to drive these Humvees that we turn them into the UN vehicles now, and they're bulletproof. And people won't be able to hear you scream once we get you inside. You know. So yeah, we're just having a good old time, and we are bullets all the time. And guns and Joey over there, and we just have a good old time. And if you notice, we didn't bring any women, and this is why, because I don't want a lady balloting me when I'm learning to handle my steel. Come on, you can't have that, because I'm going to be just shooting people at 500 yards away, because that's how I get down. And I can put this on single shoot too and be a sniper with it, because we like doing shit like that. You don't think I'm gonna make it 50-50 and give you the same equal opportunity to kill me, do you? I'm not honorable like that. I'm very immoral, because I shouldn't be contemplating killing my fellow man anyway. But if I'm gonna do it, I might as well be as effective at it as possible. So I've invested all my existence on Earth into coming up with a more elaborate killing machine. And I plan to continue doing this. And I want to even broaden my horizon, if you will, and I'm reaching for other planets to see if there's aliens out there that might be possible slave potentials or resources that I could pollute and destroy ecosystems on other planets, because I like that. I really do, and I can fit in with this and find enjoyment in it, and I like stacking huge mountains of bullets so we can shoot them all day, because I'm Jeremy Clarkin, and that's what I do. I'm from Idaho, and I'm 22 years old, and I don't like my dad. He's an asshole. And my mom, she's nice. I miss her. Hi, Mom. And yeah, I'm gonna shoot these bullets all day, because that's what I do. And you pay for them. And that's what you do. And we're gonna use these bullets to kill you guys with when we come to take your neighborhoods, because we're going to bulldoze all your sorry, dilapidated houses over and build us some new houses so we can have a good time. Look around his neck. Look at the
must have heard
spirals.
of me. My real name is Kongzhu, but in the West, I'm called Confucius. I want to start my story during the period called the Middle Ages.
Look at the spirals around his neck. They see the thievery, how they always steal our shit.
As you know, the economy in the Middle Ages, based on the feudal system, meant that it was only the eldest son in the family who could inherit the family's wealth.
Only the eldest son in the family could inherit the family wealth. That means that you Europeans started off with your fascist system as to where the oldest son could be wealthy and the ones under him had to be poverty, enslaved to their older brother. That's the reason you see two fortresses here. You guys have always dichotomized your own families, and that's what spread throughout the world. You just heard him say that right there yourselves. Let's keep going. I'm just giving you guys a little, if you will, tour of how you ended up in the state of barbarism that you're in right now. I'm going to show it to you that it's at the root core of your asili, from seedlings is who you are.
Position and land. The rule of succession made for some interesting sibling rivalry among brothers, though, and not a few murders within the family.
Adam and Eve.
Some of the younger sons,
Cain and Abel,
without opportunity to obtain land of their own, chose to become knights. As knights in training, they learned the skills of war, so they might join the ranks of a particular feudal lord.
No, what that means is that since they were without wealth because their older brother kept it all and hoarded it all for itself and left them without anything, they was forced to go and join the ranks of military so they could be forced to go out and pillage other people's shit.
To defend him, his family, his land. The knights were paid by...
Like they always say, to defend their land, but they always defend their land by going to other people's land and destroying shit and stealing it. And they always say it's in the name of democracy and freedom. All the time.
The Lord, and in turn, protected him and his land.
Fascism, racism, bigotry, and greed, and false religious propaganda. This is where it all started.
These years were marked by the bloodiest massacres between the Christians and the Muslims.
Okay, both religions made by white men, both of them. White Arabs fighting white Christians. That's all it was. All through Europe, this is who you guys were. And that's the reason why the whole world is contaminated with this shit now. You done spread it into us. I just showed you black people killing black people because we are mimicking you guys who have never had a problem with having this type of friction in your own family with each other. These are white men who separated themselves by religious propaganda. One sector calling themselves Arabs, the other sector calling themselves Christians. Both of them sectors eventually enslaving and ruining us melanated people and destroying us and giving us both of those goofy ass religions that we adhere to right now. And the reason why we're going to suffer and get killed off this earth is because both of those religions are created by white men to make us be victimized by them. And it's working very well.
Over whose God was going to be upheld as the one true God.
That's all it's about. And now here we is as a melanated race of people divided by the same bullshit that their rulers and their brainwashed leaders used to dichotomize them. Gave them religion to dichotomize themselves so they could rule over the white people. Then that shit spread throughout the whole world and it's still in effect right now to this day. That's why I tell you, you shouldn't be a Muslim or a Christian. But if I had to belong to one of those groups, it would definitely be a Muslim before it'd be a damn Christian.
The result was a series of bloody wars called the Crusades that lasted from 1095 to 1291.
And they call this the Dark Ages because this is during the time when everything has been destroyed and eradicated as far as black people bringing knowledge to the world. They had completely cut all our knowledge and our learning off and turned to this state of barbarism that we are still in today. Still in today.
200 years of butchery. Battles between Christian crusaders and Muslims.
The cross that you guys see Jesus on, Jesus didn't get put on this cross. Jesus put people on that damn cross. Okay, that is the biggest brainwash story of all. People dying at the cross, at the cross. All this shit right here is nothing but the X that you see in this guy that's here to kill all you guys. The true God. They take this resurrection sign, turn it into mayhem and bloodshed. And that's all they represent once they got a hold to it. So any of you fools walking around with a cross on your neck, this is what your ass is paying homage to. This shit right here. This barbarism right here.
On and on, with more victims and more bloodshed. Territories were conquered, lost, and reconquered. Did anyone get tired of war?
No, because it's still continuing to this day. And when you say territory conquered, lost, and reconquered, that's what's going on now. Now they're taking the land away from the white people again and giving it to the Mexicans. But the whole thing is to kill the blacks completely off the earth so we don't have to worry about our genetics being annihilated, because we can always fool these Mexicans into trying to make themselves more and more and more white. As long as we keep them doing that, we can keep whiteness alive on the earth. And we can always rule forever with our barbarism and our foolish religious propaganda. And when the Tsar comes to earth and tries to get people to help him to stop all this bullshit, they'll be so brainwashed and so stupid, they won't even hear or have anything to do with him. So that's when his sister Bastet is going to burn all their fucking asses up.
Of the slaughter, of giving up lives to these religious missions. Did anyone say, hell no, I won't go?
Oh, they willingly go. Love war. Love decadence. Love it.
Not all was war and conquest among the Muslims, for under the caliphs of Islam, a remarkable new civilization developed in the Middle East.
No, see, what you're going to do is you're going to tell the truth. The true Islam that developed in the Middle East was under the leadership of the original black people. Yes, there was a real honorable Islam, and it was the one that had been directly launched from the ancient Kemetic teachings of the Perham Ru. All right, where they showed man that God was in the manifestation of self, that you should find your true God in the inner recesses of self. Not on no outside, not no spook God, not anything on this earth need you bow down to or see as anything different than yourselves. And since you are everything, you know that you are God. That's what that was all about. No, no, no. The white man come along and give you a spook God outside of self that you have to look up to the sky to see. When you look into the sky, you should be looking at yourself. So if you're looking into the sky, you're looking into yourself, then why do you need to look to the sky to find your God? That doesn't make sense. The only people who want you to do that is the people who sells you a religion that you go to church every Sunday and pay to be a part of. So the true original Muslims did have a true God faith, and it got tarnished when the white man got his ass involved into it. Just like the Christing, where Christianity came from, got also tarnished by the white man when he got his corrupt ass in it and manipulated it for his criminal purposes.
The building of libraries paved the way for scholarship and learning. Arts and architecture reached new heights. This was truly the golden age of Islam.
Learn more about the Middle Ages with medieval times in China and Vietnam.
Okay, you can see that the Muslims knew all about this stuff. Okay, it was not a secret to them. There is the sun rays coming down to the earth. Okay, now watch this. Let me show you something. All this went on, as they say, in Jerusalem, which is the modern day Palestine. Okay, where them and the Israelites are fighting constantly all the time. But let me show you something. There they go to war, going to steal people's shit like they do right now.
Now, 400 years
okay,
later, the
going to
Christians
steal.
wanted Jerusalem back.
See, the Jews always saying this is their land given to them by God, all through the Bible. All through the Bible, that's all you